Okay, so I'm going to quickly try and explain how this piecewise function word problem works. Um, I will. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to call it a point slope form, but certainly it's pretty easy to see how to set this up. And here we go. So let's call this. So what we're looking for is the total number of words a person has read, a function that represents that. So the rate of reading is 60 words per minute for the first 60 minutes. I'm sorry, it's 200 words per minute for the first 60 minutes, and then it's 150 words per minute beyond 60 minutes up to 2 hours, and then it's 125 words per minute thereafter. So it's going to be a three-part function, and to set that up, let's go ahead and say the total number of words that are read in X amount of time is represented by f of x equals, and the first 60 minutes, where x is anywhere greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, and less than or equal to 60. So x number of minutes between 0 and 60, you're reading at the rate of 200 words per minute times x minutes. So that's what the first part of the function is going to look like, right? Now, the second part of the function, you're basically saying that anything that's, you're reading after the first 60 minutes, so anything that's the number of minutes that are greater than 60 but less than or equal to 2 hours, which is 120 minutes, you're going to be reading at the rate of 150 words per minute. But the quantity or the quantity of time for which you're reading at 150 words per minute is going to be x minus 60 minutes, right? Because the first 60 minutes you're doing 200 words per minute. So x minus 60 represents the number of minutes where you're reading at 150 words per minute. But the total number of words that you've read at this point would be the words that you read at 200 words per minute plus 150 words per minute for the period greater than 60 minutes. So for the first 60 minutes, it's 60 times 200 words, so that's 12,000 words. So it's 12,000 plus 150 times x minus 60. Now, if you try to work this out, it's going to be, let me do this over here. Let's call this my scratch area, and I'm going to say 12,000 plus 150x, and x minus 60, so 150 times 60 is going to be 9,000, so minus 9,000. So this is going to be equal to 150x. So this is equal to 150x plus 3,000, which is what you have over here, right? So that's what I'm going to write here now. This will be 150x plus 3,000. So that's the second part of the equation. The third part of the equation represents anything past 2 hours. So where x is greater than 120, and there you're reading at the rate of 125 words per minute, right? So let's say 125 words per minute times x minus 120. To this, you add everything else you've read for the 2 hours before, right? So that's going to be represented by 150x plus 3,000. So I would say 150x plus 3,000 plus 125x minus 125x minus 125 times 120. Now in this case, 150x is going to be the 120 minutes that you have, the 120 minutes that you've read at 150 words per minute. So you're going to say 150, and I can say 150 times 120 plus 3,000 plus 125x minus 125 times 120. So let's work this out in a scratch area over here. So 150 times 120 is going to be 18,000, I think. 150 times 120. Yeah, so that's 18,000. Then plus the 3,000 plus 125x minus 125 times 120. So 125 times 120 is going to be 15,000. So this is 21,000 minus 15,000 plus 125x. So this is equal to 125x plus 6,000. So all of this becomes 125x plus 6,000, and that represents x greater than 120. So this is your piecewise function, and this is how you do it. So I'm sure you can apply the same principle towards the problem that you have on your homework sheet. And if you have any trouble, let me know and we can work through it together. Okay? Thanks.